Welcome, everybody. We are here for the July 2018 RGR race. I am the Cove as always. This time, I have the pleasure and honor of being able to commentate with the Mexican runner. TMR, how are you doing today?
Hello, the Cove. I'm doing fine. How are you?
I am doing fantastically. This is one of my favorite days of the month is when I get to watch what the monthly RGR race. For those of you out there who may not know, Retro Games Racing is a group that was started by a few of us friends almost a year ago now, and we had the issue where we mainly knew Mega Man games, and we wanted to increase our breadth of speedrunning games, and so we decided once a month to choose a game that we were going to race collectively. We were going to have about a week to learn it, and then we're going to showcase it. And after we did a few of these, we're like, we should really stream this. And so I moved to a commentary role, and we've been trying to get a really top runner of all the games that we've picked to kind of help out and provide the expert commentary. And so this month, Darkwing Duck is the game. Billy Mays was the winner of last month's race, and so he got to choose the 3 games that we voted on for this month, and Darkwing Duck won. And so these guys have been doing a really good job for the 1 week that they've been learning it, and we've already got some times within a couple minutes of world record. And TMR, can you tell me a little bit just about the game? Because from doing my watching of these guys throughout the week, this seems like it seems like a tough game.
Well, I don't know if it's tough. I personally don't think it's that tough. It is pretty awesome. Like for race scenarios, I think it's gonna be really cool. To see the game was made by Capcom, and it uses the Mega Man 5 engine, so it looks like some people call it Mega Dog because it is very similar to Mega Man 5 from NES. You have a standard weapon that is the pea shooter, and there's 3 special weapons that you can grab. One is the gas arrow, another is the heavy gas, and the thunder gas. Probably for the speedrun we're gonna see only the people using the arrow gas because it makes a lot of damage, and of course that's a weapon works with gas, so there's gonna be some luck involved with gas drops. You can get big ones that give you 10 of gas, and small ones just give you 1. But
Gotcha.
in general, it's a pretty cool game. I can explain a little bit more once we start the race.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. How long have you actually run Darkwing?
To be honest, not that long. I mean, like time-wise, it has been around. I don't know. I would say 4 months, 3 months. But
Okay.
I don't play the game that much. But I submit that game for marathons and it gets accepted, so I just kind of roast it a little bit. The game is not too complicated, I will say, and it's really fun and easy to learn, and short as well. So it's perfect.
Nice. I think everyone is readied up, so we're gonna get this started, and we should be going in about hopefully 20 seconds or so.
Oh. Yep. Let the race begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Nice. Thank you for that. So what are we looking at in this first stage? Like what should we be keeping track of or watching?
The first stage, it really doesn't matter that much which one you pick, but most of the people goes for the liquidator one, which is the Seawards stage. The first thing they do is grab the arrow, and that is gonna be there in the back. You're gonna see it like pretty much a little bit in the second part of the level. Here we have like a tunnel, a dark section, so there's only crows there in the tunnel. There's not too much going on, but you can see already some people getting big gas drops, like Xenkaroshi there in the bottom right. Oh wow, another one. The luck is in his side. But, yeah, so it's very important. wow, some people is playing risky in here. My God, Victor is tricky that situation. He doesn't want to be that bad. Oh,
yeah, he's doing a good job of dodging.
Yeah, Jay Nietzsche actually went for the I think, what is the name of that city? The bridge is the bridge. Sorry, that is the bridge level. So I'm gonna assume he's gonna grab the heavy gas, which is the bottom, the weapon that he just grabbed there in the upper left. He just died, but the checkpoint. Well, actually, that's a costly death. Gonna be tough. And this is the problem. Like you can play very risky, but at the end, if you don't have health, then you have to think, was it worth it?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to play safe. So the liquidator boss, either he moves up or not, it's RNG. That was a really bad pattern for Karoshi, and Victor's got even a worse pattern. They managed to kill it in 2 cycles. It's possible to do it in 1 cycle, but it's very tricky and very luck involved. And here in the J niche, you can see that that actually gas strat, the heavy gas strat, that strat was implemented by my brother actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
The runner of the game, but he was playing the game, and that is actually how I started playing the game, because my brother was playing the game, he was racing the game, and I was like, oh, I wanna play it too. But yeah, it's a really fun game. The first time I beat it, it was 25 minutes around. So now they move to the bridge, seems like, and J Nietzsche moved to the sewers. Remember that he died once, so it's gonna be tough for him to catch up. So let's just talk a little bit about the bridge. Like Darkwing Duck can hang on the hooks and everything. Oh man, that's a
Zenka took a death, yeah.
Karoshi. That is not good, not good, not good. Pretty cool. Well, I didn't explain, like the game, you have 3 stages at the beginning that you can choose from, and after you clear the first 3, then you can choose another 3 stages from, and it's a total of 7 stages. After clearing the first 6, then you get the final level. So we are here in the second boss fight. Darkwing Duck has different kind of movements he can do. Like he can just press up and cover with his cape, so he can stop bullets, even cannonballs somehow. You don't use that much, or you don't see that too much in the speedrun, just because it's kind of useless, because you have to stop totally. So wow, it looks like we have Victor's in the lead. So he's gonna go to the last one, and here is in Manix. He tried like a 1 cycle, he didn't got it. It's possible to get 1 cycle in the Wolf Dog. So the city center is my favorite music from the. I really like it from the game. The game also have very good, nice music, very nice music. Each track is really nice, so Capcom-like.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems to be the case with most of the Capcom games. Is you can always make sure know that they're gonna have really good music.
Yeah, especially the Disney games. They're just they put really great music for DuckTales and some others. Little Mermaid.
Yeah, definitely. Chip 'n Dale.
Yeah, Chip 'n Dale. How could I forget? Yeah, so those turtles, like, they just sneeze and throw the shell out. But my God, man, Victor is playing at the edge. Man. It's kind of scary seeing. Oh my God, like seeing that amount of health. But here, lucky,
you got the drop right before the actual drop there.
Let's see if actually he can manage to get the 1 cycle. It's a little bit precise with the arrows that you shoot. See, he failed the first arrow, so I'm sure he's not gonna get it. That is another thing. If you shoot too close to the boss, sometimes it just cancels the animation, despite of having the special selected, it just makes damage like a normal pea shooter. So that's pretty bad whenever it happens. Well, overall, I think Victor's is in a solid lead.
Yeah, Vic looks like he's doing really well. Everyone else is still making their way through the third level, or their third level.
Yeah. So, well, let's just commentate on Victor's, I guess. This is the wood stage. Those dogs with the house, they're like bulldogs or whatever they are. It's just fun. But yeah, just to keep in mind, like the woods level, it will have a nice waterfall section that is a little bit tricky depending on which strats you choose to do. I'm sure we're gonna see a little bit safer strats just to don't lose.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. Vic just likes to play it risky a little bit, but
yeah, he has. Well, yeah. It's possible to throw some arrows up in the left where the waterfall starts, but it's just playing a little bit safer. Oh, nice! Didn't know you can even duck under that bird. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people. Honestly, like for the last 3 stages, like behind the waterfall there, where Victor's went, there is some gas, so that's like a backup gas in case you're low, and that's a pretty safe bet to do. It doesn't really matter the order of the stages you pick, like for the subsequent 3 levels. At the beginning, there is a jump you can do for the boss fight. The bush route is called this boss, and he didn't go it, so that's gonna be tricky. You wanna throw the arrows to him. So basically what you do with the glitch, you reach the upper vine. So he managed to successfully kill the boss, which is at the end is what you want. But yeah, you have a few frames. Oh, you see? Oh, you cannot see it on screen. One of the racers also got that stuff, and he got the glitch. Let's see if Manix actually just showed how it's possible to do, and it speeded up the fast like by a lot.
yeah, it was a lot faster.
Yeah, that was a lovely execution by Manix. And well, then there's the I don't even know what is the name of this level. I know Moriarty is the boss. Like there is a lot of risky strats. Like one thing to keep in mind: whenever you jump and Darkwing Duck lands, you lose 1 frame. So if you happen to see the task, like they just keep doing like small jumps all the time in order to don't lose that frame that you lose. If you try it as a human, you have the human error, so you might end up wasting more time than if you would have not jumped.
Yeah, definitely.
Now we have some Aladdin guys, like. But yeah, in general, it's a really nice looking platforming game. Not too complicated. It's very generous with the lives, with the checkpoints, and yeah, with the arrows you can do a lot of stuff.
How bad can the RNG get? Is this a really grindy game if you're trying to get a low 12?
A low 12, yeah, I would say, but it's just basically the gas drops and the strats you wanna use. And yeah, like the liquidator, that is the reason why we go to the first level. Well, here we have the Moriarty fight. He can either just jump up like he did, or stay in the middle part. But that was still a nice kill. Nice kill by Victor. He's having a solid lead right there. That's
yeah, he's doing a good run.
Yep. I didn't watch if Manix died, but I know Janix died and Karoshi, and that pretty much costs you a lot of time.
Yeah, I didn't see Manix die, but
clearly his strats aren't as fast, I believe.
Yeah, Manix is historically more of a safer player, but depending on the game, he can still get really good times. So.
I believe like for races, playing safe is actually is better.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Hard Selection said that Mannix did die.
Okay, that explains that. So this is the tower, I think it's called. And oh, actually, I think I mixed up the boss names. This one is the
This
boss.
one's the Moriarty one.
Moriarty. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The other one, I don't remember what was the name. But yeah, I mean, it's just like they kind of reuse some enemies here. In some stages, they make like unique enemies. For this one, they kind of recycle some from other stages, but the stage design is definitely unique and it's really nice. Like a lot of jumps, that's pretty nice. So he's right here in the last section, not too much going, like jumping over those turtles, it looks harder than it actually is, like especially here in the tower it's a little bit easier. Oh, still there. The Moriarty fight, you can do like 5 super arrows and then 1 normal gun and that will kill him. Let's see what strat he opts to do. Oh, see,
It just missed an arrow.
Yeah, well, it's not like he missed, he actually fired it, but because the boss was very close, it doesn't get to spawn the arrow and it makes the 1 damage, like if it would have been the pea shooter. So he missed the quick kill on him, but still was decent enough. It's like no one is really catching up at the moment. So he's finally in the last stage. Fall is called the last stage. And here you have those cannonballs that you can stop. Like if you just press up, but I'm not sure if they're gonna use it or not. It's a little bit tricky this stage, and yeah, definitely now he's in a very tricky situation health-wise. Oh wow! Yeah. He just went.
He missed the jump. I think he fell off.
Was not safe. Yeah. Some miscalculation. Well, that might even up the race for the other racers.
Yeah, this definitely made it interesting for sure.
Yeah, definitely. He's not in the solid lead. Janich is approaching, so maybe that is the thing. Anything can happen in a race scenario. So he's also going once again up there.
Okay, looks like he got the jump.
He got the jump. Oh wow! Like he threw an arrow, and that arrow actually hit the guy in the bottom. But well, he got unlucky because those guys can move fast or slow. Those big birds are a little bit tricky. I believe we're gonna see a death, an intentional death in the second part of the level, the last level, that he's maybe gonna do here. That would be wise, but he didn't die. Okay, so it's good to die there because it only loses like 2 seconds and you recover your health in case you wanna do damage boosting. But he
did get a good drop.
A very lucky drop. And that's really nice, like jumping over these little dogs is tough. Maybe he knows that he's in the lead, so he's a little bit playing safe there instead of going to YOLO, jumping over the dogs.
That's also another important part of races.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if he knows that he's ahead from the rest, but definitely it's all about the strats, and again, getting that health is very good. I don't think he really needed the gas. He has plenty gas, I believe.
Uh-oh. He's really low.
Yeah, lucky you can reach the boss, so it looks like nice. So the boss fight, like, it's very tricky to get to the top because those like mini UFOs, eggs, are coming to you to hit you. But yeah, once you get to the top and you have the UFOs there, it's way easier. And here is just the home stretch for him. Probably he's gonna finish. Yeah, he's done with. Oh, wow.
And looks like Zenka actually may have finished with a better split time. But according to SRL, which is the official timing, Victress finished with a 15:26. And Zenka finished with a 15:27.
1 second difference. Let's
One
see what they have in their timers.
second off. It looks like Zenka got a bad dot done because he finished with a 15:25.
Yeah.
And we actually, so Stuffin' Things was off camera for most of this. He had a really solid run of a 15:48 on his splits, and that was only 18 seconds from his PB. So
Yeah,
compared to a lot of these people who are a minute plus away from their PB, but they still got a better time, Stuffin had a really good run.
Wow, that's really nice. What an ending, man. I didn't see Senkaroshi. I think my stream lagged a little bit there, but yeah, he was very close. 1 second difference between those two. And then around 20 seconds, 30 difference, the next player, Janich.
Yeah, I was going to say, yes, Stuffin and Janich finished really close together, and Mannix was right behind them.
Yeah, that was a really solid run by most of them. Still one person, McButters, hasn't finished yet.
Yep, and we've got McButters on the stream now.
Pretty cool. So yeah, this game is very enjoyable. It's a short game. Definitely, it's really good for races because I don't think like the RNG plays a very big factor for the race. You can always like change strats on the fly, but the problem is that you need to know them. And if you're always relying on gas, then that is when you are searching for world record. But if you are just just racing, it's a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah, it really seems like it would be a fun game to race.
Yeah, definitely. Or just to play is pretty nice as well. So there's one strat that I did not actually mention. Like when you switch to the other weapon, you switch by pressing select. Then you have to select again to switch back to the normal weapon, to the normal pea shooter. But the thing is that if the arrow is flying or traveling, like you can drop those arrows. That is a pretty useful strat that you can use for bosses or in certain parts of the levels. Man, I'm really always like so happy to see other people play the game because every single player plays different. Like, oh, that was an unlucky death. But yeah, I mean, I like sometimes they do stuff that I didn't even know. Like I didn't know you can dodge like those flying birds. I usually was hitting them. Maybe I'm just too. That's what makes it different. Every player.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think I'm just too aggressive. My style of playing. Yeah,
well, I mean, if you're going for the fastest times and the fastest strats, you got to be aggressive.
No, but even playing first time or second time.
Oh, just your first time.
Yeah. I'm just usually aggressive. Like, I mean, you have a gun, so you just shoot the guys, right? But he was just patient there, like waiting for the birds to pass.
Yeah, so hopefully Butters will get through this okay. He is back down to 1 health.
Yeah, he was very close to the checkpoint. Like where he failed, it was just basically the checkpoint. Not sure how many lives does he have. Okay, this time made it to the checkpoint. That part, like he takes the intentional death to get back his health.
Yep, that's really smart. And it does look like the bid vault. We didn't have a chance to get him on stream, but he was also in the race and ended up finishing with a 1935, and Billy Mays finished with a 1903. So, I mean, there were a lot more people even than you're seeing on the screen that were in this race.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I think this is always a good choice, like for the race. It's just because it's a short game. It's not that long. Of course, learning a new game it could be a little bit tough, but if there's like too many runners and too many resources about the game, like I think it makes more easier the learning process.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is one of our requirements, is that it has to be below a 15-minute world record.
Are we expecting Battletoads there?
Well, I guess that would
That's
fit
the
that
question, right?
criteria.
Yeah, it fit the criteria.
Yeah, but I mean, it honestly, if people voted Battletoads in, if it was so, Victorous is going to be able to nominate 3 games for next month, and if he nominated Battletoads, and if it was voted in, we would do it.
Yes.
I would be really hesitant to say that we might have good times. I feel like a week of Battletoads would be pretty tough to get a good time.
Well, I mean, just beating the game, but I believe like people can beat it under half an hour if they spend the week to learn the game. But yeah, I
Looks
mean,
like
there's
Butters
the
is through.
strats. Huh?
Butters did just finish up, and he's in
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
21:39 according to SRL, and I think that's everyone that was competing except for BBL, but I know he didn't have his stream up. So I think that will end up cutting it for us. This was by far this was the fastest race we've had since the first race.
Looks like BBL.
Yep, BBL is still going, but he at least was not streaming when we started. He was just joining the race.
Yeah.
But the very first race we had, we did the Little Mermaid, and we had a tie, so we raced again.
Oh wow.
But this is another incredibly close race, and Victress just beat out Zenkaroshi. Yeah, by 1 second. So Victress is going to be picking 3 games for next month.
Actually, according to the splits, Zenkaroshi beat him, but yeah, according to the speedrun bot, yeah.
Yeah, and we have our official timing for RGR is the bot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just it's tough it can be inconsistent with runners' timings, but
well, I mean, yeah, it's just like you have to prototype dot so to make sure you don't lose the precious seconds, right?
Yeah, I mean, I type out my dot done as soon as I type out my dot ready half the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good strat.
But okay, I mean, I think that'll end it for us for this month. Do you want to say anything as a goodbye, TMR?
No, just to thank all the people from RetroGamesRacing for making these races, for spreading the love for beautiful NES games. It's a pretty nice concept, these monthly races, and yes, if more people wants to join, like feel free. Like it's a lot of fun. Like one thing is watching, but when you're racing, it's also a lot of fun. So just don't be afraid, jump in. It's not that hard actually to do it, and a lot of people is very helpful in the community to help you set up and everything. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for your awesome commentary and the invitation here. It was a pleasure to be here.
Awesome, and thank you TMR as well, for commentating. Thank you Strizer86 for the restream. Without him, you guys wouldn't be seeing anything on the stream. I put in all the names of the runners into chat there if you guys want to give them a follow. And one thing TMR hit on, which is actually really important for us at RGR, is like the skill level. It doesn't matter if you're a good runner. It doesn't matter if you've ever speedrun before. I know there are a few people that are doing races regularly with us now that had never speedrun before they just joined one of these, and we helped them learn a game, and now they're hooked. And so we want to make sure that you guys know we are very accessible regardless of skill level. You don't have to be a good runner to run here. I mean, one of the reasons we try to do the restream is to be able to show off what people have been able to do in a week, and that doesn't matter if you have a world record time or if you're spending 40 minutes to beat a game with a 5-minute world record. We think it's all awesome. And so yeah, like TMR said, we're going to link the Discord in chat, and feel free to join it if you would be interested in joining in next month. Otherwise, thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. And TMR, I think you can get back and watch just the end of the World Cup.
Yeah.